Good morning, this is Tamara Sweeney from Love Dominates. Choose love over hate and compassion over judgment in every decision you make. This is part 2 to the video I just made the other day about the targeted parent that was in a severe car accident and the alienator has her blocked from her children. So I wanted to continue this and get your guys' feedback and your opinion. So I privately messaged the adult alienated child on her business Facebook page. So my exact words were, "Hello, my name is Tamara. I'm a friend of your mother's. She was in a serious car accident and is in a lot of pain. Please contact me at," and then I left my phone number. So, in the middle of the night, it was sometime between, 2:30 and 3:30 a.m., I get a text from the alienator. And he says, "Okay, internet strange person, I've now been forwarded a text message from my daughter who is terrified of you. Unknown stranger contacting her about personal family matters. This is the second time I've asked you to stop contacting me and my son and daughter. This is illegal harassment and I will be seeking formal protection from the courts. Go away and leave us alone." So, key words in there. Terrified, my son, my daughter, that's possession. Third thing, go away, leave us alone. Those are key words I'm sure that all of us have experienced. My ex personally would say, "Go away, leave us alone, I'm done. I'm going to call the cops." That's their immediate knee-jerk reaction. So that just sends chills down my spine every time I hear that. My response to the alienator is, wow. Another red flag of a very sick man, a malignant narcissist who uses authority for his own protection and to put fear into others. Well, I will stick to the Constitution and hold authority to their oath of office and file an affidavit of facts, have it notarized, and mail it to everyone involved. As you can see, I am a public figure who exposes corruption and brings families back together. I am a truth teller, unlike yourself. You have two choices right now. To mend this family, admit your faults, face your fears of insecurity, face your fears of abandonment, face your shame and guilt, and then move on in a free, loving, honest life. Or let your ego and vindictiveness stand in your way and you live a miserable life, bringing your children down to your darkness. And for generations to come, your name will be mud in your family. This has to be tiring for you to go to these extreme lengths, spying on your children, reading their private messages, all to protect your image. It's over. Time to admit your guilt to yourself and to your children so you can be free of your bondage. We are here to heal your family, and I promise to do my very best, free of charge. The last text I got from the alienator was, "I guess," and this is what he wrote, so I'm just going to say it, "I guess is your kids are free of your bondage too. I'm blocking you." So, let me go back to this because I really feel, after years of demonstrating Love Dominates, people didn't understand what I was trying to accomplish. until this devastating situation and this video about the car accident and how the children aren't responding, I don't think anyone really understood what Love Dominates is about. Currently, on the web, all through social media, I'm unaware of any narcissistic groups or websites that demonstrate live on the behaviors of a true narcissistic personality disorder. A matter of fact, most narcissistic groups, they sit there and tell you to run, to hide, to get away from that narc. Don't give them any narcissistic, supply, to run away. And to me, that's avoiding what the pink elephant is in the middle of the room. So, Love Dominates on social media is exposing live videos on my YouTube channel how a narcissistic personality disorder individual behaves. So some of my examples show that if that narcissistic person is confronted, they ignore you, they don't answer the door, they hide, they use your children or flying monkeys to do all their dirty work. When they don't open the door, or when they slam the door in your face, it's proving that that person, that alienator, cannot co-parent. They cannot have a normal discussion or a normal relationship like most. You're supposed to be able to communicate, especially when you have children together. They use, like in this example here on this video, on these texts, they're using authority to bully you, to put fear in you. Because you're in fear of incarceration, you're in fear of a PFA, you're in fear of what others might think. But in reality, they're really good at spinning the picture and making you look like the crazy one, the targeted parent. When in reality, the alienator is causing the whole situation. This is the drama and the chaos of a high conflict divorce. Let's see. So my point to all this is Love Dominates. I used to get criticized about, bringing my ex down. I wasn't bringing him down. I was stating facts of a true narcissist. And now I'm doing it again in this situation because this is how dangerous these people are. This is how manipulative, vindictive, vile that they can be just to get rid of you. They want to get rid of you. They want to make you disappear. They want to have you erased out of their life because they cannot face you because they lied in the relationship. They were the ones that manipulated and, were not telling the truth through that whole relationship, through that whole marriage. And now, when something dramatic like this happens, like a car accident, and the mother is severely hurt. By the way, if I get approval from the mother, I'd like to post the pictures of the damage that was done to her body. I mean, she has bruises from, I would say, her neck through her waist. It's ungodly. Anyway, these narcissists, like I've said in all my videos, live in fear of shame and guilt. They will never admit any wrongdoings. They can't. They will go to their grave before they admit any wrongdoings. And this is where, instead of, people that have empathy and people that can just say they're sorry. I realize what I'm doing and I didn't understand. They can't do that like a normal person. So instead, they go to alcoholism or drug addiction or sex addiction or any kind of abuse. This is what they go to, and they never get out of their cycle. It's just a vicious cycle. All right, so I'm trying to think of other things I really want to mention here. I really, really would like to get everyone involved in this case, especially if they live in Orlando, Florida, because I'd like to start a Meals on Wheels, maybe a caretaking thing where people could stop by, twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, and help this individual because she's in severe pain. Her alienator, or the ex, has denied her and blocked her of her children. I feel her children should be there helping her. She did give birth to these kids. They should at least be loving her, helping her. But we also understand, because of all these examples, this alienator is making it impossible for these kids to reach out. Think about this. Think about this. I send a text to an adult alienated child, 28 years old. And instead of her texting me saying, thank you for reaching out, I really appreciate it. I have no relationship with my mother. Please don't contact me again. Or she could even say, Tamara, I don't know who you are or who you think you are, but stop contacting me. None of that. It all goes through the alienator, which tells me that, number one, the adult child doesn't get her messages, or number two, she really did send that, and she has no, what do you want to call it? That child cannot make her own decisions. That child has no identity to being able to communicate with people. That child, or adult child, I should say, is never going to be on her own, because this alienator, tries to say, oh, my dear child, let me take that responsibility off you and I'll handle it for you, to make him look like some hero. There's all kinds of I'm trying to think of an example. I used to get it with my own children when they were teenagers, where they would say and swear up and down to me, my father didn't tell me what to say. These are my own thoughts, my own beliefs. And they stood by it like they were going to their deathbed. And that's what these alienated children do. They actually believe that these are their true thoughts, when in reality, these are learned behaviors. These are behaviors and language and everything that was taught by the alienator that they just repeat. They don't even know. They sound exactly and identical to that alienator. If you put that alienator in one room and you put the alienated children in another room and you ask them the same questions, they're going to say the same exact thing with the same exact words, because they have been brainwashed. They have been taught these behaviors. There's also another big word here for you guys to look up, is cognitive dissonance. And that is the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially is relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. So look that up and get to know that. And the other thing I really, really want the targeted parent to think about or the alienated children is look at that parent that you're aligned with. Look at that alienator. How was he raised? How did his parents raise him? Did they raise him with rules and discipline, responsibility? Did they hold that person accountable for their actions? Or were they never held accountable and they were always praised? Because that is key in, I feel, mothers sometimes create these, or mothers, not only mothers, but parents create these narcissists if they treat their child without any kind of rules, any kind of discipline, or any kind of responsibility. They just don't hold them accountable. They are entitled to do whatever they want. They are perfect. And let me tell you, nobody is perfect. Maybe just God. That's it. So, I'm going to leave you with this. And this is for the children. If you're watching and if you are listening, know that your mother loves you. Please know that she would open up her arms to you as long as you were respecting her and loving her and honoring her. She would welcome you back into her life immediately. The other thing I wanted to let you know is you are actually living in jail. You are living under the thumb of this narcissistic personality disorder, this individual that is controlling you, manipulating, and he has told you lies about your other parent. If I were you, I would try to get out of your situation because you are being emotionally and psychologically abused. Please be brave, break away, get out of this domestic violence, and just so you know, we are all here, meaning love dominates, your mother and everyone that loves you, and we will protect you and help you to get out of this situation. All right, I hope this helps. I know it's a long video and I apologize, but please, please comment on this video. This is part 2 of the targeted parent that was in a severe car accident and is being blocked by the alienator, and she has no help. She is all alone. And for anyone that doesn't give love to somebody in that situation, I'm sorry. I'm going to call it as it is. That person needs help. If you don't have love in your heart, you don't have compassion in your heart, or any passion, there's something wrong with them. God bless. Choose love over hate in every decision you make. Choose compassion over judgment. All right. Hopefully this situation gets better, and hopefully the alienator allows these children to go visit their mother. I'll keep you updated. Thank you.